How many of you want a happy life? How many of you want happy relationship? Everyone wants it. Then why the heck do we have 40%, 45% of divorce rates in this country? And every year it is increasing. In India, it is just 4%. It's the same marriages. In US, it's from 40, 45, 50, depending on the states. People getting married once, twice, thrice, 4 times. Oh, she's my 4th wife. He's my 3rd husband. Where is the end? What is that we are trying to do? And why is the difference? Why is the difference? It's the same relationships. In one country we have, we have 4%, the other place it's 40, it's 10 times more. In India, a marriage happens with a lot of factors in it. A lot of factors go in it. They try to have the same education, same culture, same background. The families, parents look at each other, their relatives look at each other. Of course, would-be husbands look at each other. There are at least 8 to 10 parameters before we say that, yes, this girl and this boy are going to stay for the rest of their life. And that is what is taken for granted. 99%, no one even thinks that, if you don't like it, let's break and let's look for somebody else. And that is the reason, since everybody is involved, there is a community involved, society involved, relatives involved, there is a very high stakes if you want to take a chance. Even if I don't like my wife, it's not that easy to get rid. I have to think, my dad is going to kick me first, my parents are going to throw me, my brother is going to kick me, because everything is involved. Unless there is a very big, genuine reason to get into that. In that process, what happens, then you think you give more time. There is no spur movement. There is no emotional element where you take a call that, okay, let's get rid of this guy or this girl. When you know that my dad and mom are not, and her dad and mom are not going to accept this, the entire society is not going to accept it. If I go to a marriage, those guys are going to ask me, where is your wife? And I have to give some bullshit story to them. And same with my wife, she has to give some lousy story and will be literally boycotted, because that's how. So you don't, even if you don't like your partner, you say, okay, let's hold on. The problem today, what we have, need not be tomorrow. I may be very sorry today because my boss did something, or my recruiters ditched me, or whatever it is, but tomorrow the day could be good. You have given it time, and time decides so many things. If I'm happy today, I need not be happy tomorrow. I may be a millionaire, I may be in the best of the cards. Situation may change. That may not be the scenario tomorrow. So the societal stigma which carries says that, okay, hold on, let's see what happens. Let's give some more time. And after 3 days, 1 week, 10 days, you think, okay, this is the best girl I have, or this is the best guy I have. Things, you get tuned to that. You get adjusted to that. And that's how you don't have to take a drastic step of getting rid of somebody and then getting into these different traumas. Having said that, when I compare it here in US, whom you are marrying, I am sure they don't even know their parents, because they do dating, they kind of like one-to-one, there's no stakes at all, no one is involved, and that being the reason, a smallest element of any reason is enough to get rid of a guy. Because I've got another options, or whatever the case may be. And divorce rules are very, very easy here. Whereas in India, you have got a list of things to do for a divorce. It's not that easy. So having said that, once we have these fundamentals at place, we will see that you are not getting into this divorce activity. One of the major reasons is money again. Today I love somebody. We know 180 degree of one side of the coin. But when I marry her or him, we know 360 degrees. There's a lot of difference knowing 180 and loving. And then when you know the entire thing, in 3 months, 6 months, you would know that, come on, this is something which I never saw about in my partner, and now I'm seeing that. Okay, let's decide. It's a matter of 2 days, 3 days, you take a call, file it, you get rid of it. It's so easy. But what happens? What happens thereafter? If you have kids, just imagine what happens. While deciding for marriage, partners may have a lot of expectation. I would get a fancy car, I'll go to Germany every year, Singapore one day, Hawaii another year, all these things. But unfortunately, he's doing his best or she's doing his best, and that is not happening. Then the next option is pretty much open. What to do? So money becomes a big player. One of the major, because your needs, your aspirations. If somebody has an aspiration to go to moon and I can't or you can't satisfy, that's it. You're breaking there. So these characters, these elements do not come when you're dating or you're loving each other. It all comes when you get into it. The second most important is attraction. A guy or a girl can get attracted to anyone, anytime in their life. 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. We have seen people marrying at 70 years, having kids at 65, 70. So attraction is good. Anybody who's normal would definitely get attracted, right? I used to see in one of the TV news, Telugu Indian channels, I used to see that girl, whichever program I on it, because she's so beautiful. Even now I see her. Her name is Karuna. I tell my wife, see, she looks. She knows that I look her. Whether the news is there or not, I look at her because she's presentable, right? What happened is I'm also an office bearer for our association, Telugu Association. So we conduct a lot of programs, Holi program, Diwali program, cultural programs. And once we conduct the program, we take up the video and send it to India for people to watch that we conducted that in Silicon Valley. So, accidentally, never thought of it. That video went to her, and she reads, Raghu Reddy, the chairman of so-and-so, conducted these programs, and in Silicon Valley and at Milpitas so-and-so place. That took me by surprise because she reading my name and my wife and we saying it was something not expected of it. Then I said, okay, let's do one thing. Let's call her, right? I called up that TV channel. I don't want to name that channel. And called up and I said, I want to talk to her. They said, okay, sir, hold on. Luckily, she was there. Oh, man, she was more beautiful in talking than looking. I'm telling you, and this is happening now, and she took my WhatsApp number, she sent so many things. It was going into a different direction. Then I said, let's be friends, let's hold on. So I gave a gap of 2 weeks. Then I just took myself back. I know I don't want to screw up something which is pretty good going on. I have wonderful kids, beautiful wife, one excellent life. What, Mish? Do I need to go and... No, right? So it's going on good. So guys, all said and done, the situation which is there today need not be there tomorrow. If you're sorrow, if you have something happening today, hold for some time, have patience, things will change, everything will be normal. Let's not get emotionally attached or take emotional decision. Let us think rationally, give some time. When you're angry, there's a great saying. If you're angry, take 1 hour time before you react. If you're very angry, take 1 day's time before you react, before you send an email or you. If you're very, very angry, take 3 days' time before you react. Things will solve this problem. Finally, have faith, have patience, nothing would bother you. You will have a wonderful relationship and a very happy life. Thank you guys.